Another example of a complex fraction. So remember that the goal is to write this as a single fraction. And the method we use is multiplying by a factor of 1, which means using the LCD. So in this case, the LCD is going to be 3 times 3 plus h, because they don't share a factor with each other. Yes, there's 3's in both of them, but they're not factors. One is a term in the other one, so we can't just use 3 plus h. So I'm going to multiply this by 3 times 3 plus h. I'm going to multiply this by 3 times 3 plus h. And then we'll see what magic happens after this. So we have 2 over 3 plus h times 3 times 3 plus h minus 2/3 times 3 times 3 plus h all over, that's a big fraction, I'm going to have h times 3 times 3 plus h. Now the numerator I really want to simplify because that's the one that has all the fractions. The denominator I'm just going to leave in factored form. And that's because a fraction could be considered in lowest terms or simplified if everything is either all busted out or in factored form. I should say an expression, not necessarily a fraction. So I'm going to leave the denominator in factored form. There's another reason too, and that's because when we're trying to see if a fraction is simplified, we want to make sure that all the lowest or all the common factors are reduced out. And we know that if we have it in factored form. So that's kind of my first step toward that. So here, remember that this is really over 1 and over 1. So it means the 3 plus h cancels out here. The 3's cancel out here. So in the first term, we have 2 times 3 left over, which is 6 minus, and here we have 2 times 3 plus h. Now, don't make the mistake of canceling out the 3 plus h's. We can't do that yet because 3 plus h is not a common factor to the entire fraction, just that second term. So our best bet right now is to simplify the numerator, which is 6 minus 2h, or just negative 2h all over 3h times 3 plus h. And would you know, the h's cancel each other out because they're a common factor. So we have negative 2 over 3 times 3 plus h. And that is our final simplest answer. So I'll get it in here all pretty for you. And we are off and running. That is our simplest form. And we are ready for more examples later. So stay tuned. I have another example for you coming up in the next video. Thanks for watching.